What is going on, everybody? I am Seven Speeder, and I am going to be your lone commentator tonight. I do not think I have anybody coming. I was supposed to, but they kind of bailed out last minute. Sorry, I kind of got in qualifying here a little bit late. I was taking care of something, but I am good to go. We are back, and we are racing around with watercolor. We have horse racing at the fastest lap. They not really sure what's going on with these guys here. I'm not sure. Looks like most everybody has finished. I'm not really sure why they are beating and banging like this. Okay, so they're finishing now. They must just be trying to get 3 laps. I don't know why Dawson. Yeah, okay. So here's your starting grid for tonight's race at Miami. Looks like Dawson will be starting at the rear as he did not choose to post a time. So, yeah. Got a black screen. Okay. Got a black screen. Okay, we're just a few moments away from the green flag here at Homestead-Miami. I did some testing this week. Single car lap times will be around 31.4 to 31.5 seconds, and in the draft you should see high 30.9s and low 30.1s. That's going to be kind of in the draft. It should be a drafting style race. The power handicap is, I believe, 0.75. Let me just double check. I can't see that. Okay. So, oh wait, it's here, huh? Yeah, the power handicap is 0.75. So they should all be in a pack. Daytona style. Fuel is about 60 to 65 laps. Tires, 45 laps on the soft tire, to 45 to 50 laps on the soft. And you can go well past that on the mediums. So expect a lot of drivers to be on that medium strategy, as having a slower tire won't matter as much with the draft, and they'll want to go at full stop. It is 334 laps tonight, no stage breaks. So this will probably be a 6 to 7 stop race, depending on what strategy you're on, whether that be softs or that be mediums. We're going to take a short break, and we will be back for the start of the green flag in this one.
Can you send me an invite? Like, can you invite?
What is up, everybody? We are back, and I do have a co-commentator tonight. Welcome, Casey Caplight, to the booth.
How's it going, everybody? Today we're gonna have a great, beautiful race. We're at Miami Homestead. Should be some great speeds and some close racing. Wait, do I have to include my audio for the stream? Okay, nice. I'm gonna open up the stream now on Twitch.
Awesome. And then I'll be able to add your POV as well, so
Perfect.
just make sure you're ready to spectate.
Yep, I am ready to spectate.
We're getting word from one of the drivers, specifically Waterfire, that he is going to win.
What was his practice laps looking like? How was he doing there?
He was in the draft, right? So it's kind of hard to tell who's fast, who isn't with this style of racing, but he was right up there with everybody else. So, you know.
Oh, baby. This should be some good racing then.
Hell yeah.
Followed you, buddy.
Awesome.
Are you on an Xbox, Savage, or are you on PC?
I am on PC. So you're Kev Clutch? You're Kev Clutch on Twitch? Okay.
1 second, setting up my stream too.
Are you the red looking guy?
Perfect, I'm live also now.
Awesome. I'll refresh.
This should be pretty fun to broadcast. We have a bunch of great racers in here, really fast people. PPRL is a great racing league. Great people, great community, very fun times. We should see some good racing by everybody. Do we have a full lobby? Let me see. We got 20 drivers, not bad. They're probably waiting on at least 2 more here. Well, 3 more, never mind, because me and other guy aren't racing here. Speedster, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Okay, we're good.
Okay, just checking.
Yep.
No worries.
Sorry, I think I was muted.
We see some really close racing, bumper to bumper, door to door racing. I'm really excited.
Yep, so we have 20 in the lobby. Oh, 19 in the lobby. Looks like dry race is having some technical issues. So it looks like we could wait on up to 5 people. We will take a short break, and we will be back.
I'm
Okay,
down with that
everybody.
then. Let's do that.
It looks like we are underway here momentarily. We got the black screen of death.
Good old Forza Motorsport, like we like to call it, boys.
Yeah, exactly. So we will take a look at the starting grid and we will get you guys ready. It looks like we have the 33 on pole, maybe? I believe that's Punisher, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not see my HUD display that changed drivers.
If you go customize HUD,
Yeah.
and then it should be there. Like, you should be able to turn everything on. I think, anyway.
Going down pit lane here for the start here.
Yeah, so we're going to be taking we're going to be able to change to whatever tires they like because of the rules where they can't change
Is
their
that lap counter right?
That lap counter is correct, yes. It'll be 334 laps.
Holy cow, baby.
Yeah. Well, it'll be 333 by the time they come around to take the green. But yeah. I believe we have Punisher on pole in the amazing looking 33 Red Bull, I assume inspired by Max Verstappen. Ghost Reaper in the Blue Monster Energy number 27 car. We have Dubs in the A number 5, excuse me. This camera almost sucks. The number 5 Halloween car. Yeah. There we go. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to do it this way.
I was screwing with the cameras. This is my first time broadcasting. I'm really excited, Savage. It should be fun.
Yeah, it's a good time up here in the booth. There's no stress of racing and wrecking everybody. We got Waterfire in the number 79 Shumba Casino car. We have Boss Racer in the 45 Shumba Casino car. So they must be teammates. Nebo is in the number 89 Monster Energy, Red Monster Energy. Taylor is in the 89 Henswell. Black is in a new looking number 9 cat scheme inspired by Cody Ware, as everybody calls him Jody Ware. Taze is in the 00 I Want to Go Fast car. Not quite sure what it says on the front. Let's take a look, see if we... Yeah, we're not gonna get a better camera. Oh, the Fango car. Let's see. Who else can I get a good look at? Hockey and a 31 singular wireless car. The 17 is frosted, and another Monster Energy car.
I like Pino's car a lot.
Who's?
That number 98 looks really clean with the dragon on the side. Oh, I love it.
Who is that one again?
Pindo. I always call him Nito.
Oh, Nebo.
Yep.
Looks like we're gonna go green this time by. With Boss Racer and Nebo leading us to green, so the game did glitch the start order, but that's okay. And we are green, fellas.
Buggity, buggity, buggity. Oh, bad restart for Nebo. Bad restart for Nebo.
Already 3 wide into turn 1 and 2.
We got the 17 that shot around him.
Black and black going to the front and now dropping.
Oh, must have been a restart bug that happened to him. That's unfortunate. That's happened to me a couple of times in this game here.
Looks like they're calling off the start.
Yeah. Looks like they're going to do another restart here. Somebody had a restart bug where your car stays pretty much, you get the counter and then your car doesn't go after the counter. It's a terrible bug. Happens a lot in private lobbies. Hopefully we see a good restart here.
That's not something I've seen before, so that's really interesting. Thank you for the insight.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, it's happened to me twice. And this whole, it's terrible. But I think we should see some racing.
That's
here.
unfortunate, but it looks like we're gonna try this one more time as somebody's in the
Here we
pits.
go.
Boss Racer out to the early lead. Debo P2, Waterfire P3, and Black and Black on the outside in P4, looking for P3. But I don't think you'll see a lot of separation at all here in this race, as I believe we will be seeing mostly pack style racing. It's really hard to focus on these guys. Let's take a look at the route. Let's take a look at... Can I spin this around? No? Okay.
Oh. Black has a great, that number 9, Black had a great draft off number 3.
And Black to the lead.
What a run from this guy.
Getting his first win last week, he was stoked after 10 years of trying. And he's already looking for another. On the outside.
Boys, this is some closed racing here, looking absolutely wonderful. We should be seeing some interesting pit strategies. We should see some good lap times here.
Waterfire back to the lead. Boss was looking to his inside. The 2 Chumba Casino Toyotas in the lead. On the inside.
Oh, it looks like
it's Black, maybe?
I'm watching.
Yeah, it looks like it's Black.
I'm watching the 00 right now of Tazbot right now, and you know it's very vulnerable. Once you lose that draft in these kind of races, you know it's really hard to make it back up. So hopefully he tries and stays in the draft here.
Yeah, exactly. When you're not in that draft, you will be losing 3, 4, even 5 tenths of a second per lap. And you know, it doesn't take long for that to spiral into being a lap down and worse wrecked. So, see if you can catch a break here early.
Absolutely great run by Taz. Holy smokes, had to lift there from a little bit. Black fell back, fell out of the draft. Hopefully he can get back in it here. He's got the corner coming up, so he still could be in it. He's got to stay right on him, though. Let's go check out the back. Having some good battles going on back in the top 10.
Yeah, it looks like they're all scrapping to try and stay in this draft.
I'm watching Royalty right now, and here the Hockey is pulling away from him. Hockey, I can't believe they managed to catch up to the front group. The top 8 ended up catching up. Wow.
Yeah, just a moment ago, there was about 2 or 3 packs that separated throughout the top 10 or 15. And then most of them have found their way back into the main pack. What would you say the interval is, like behind the next guy, where you really start to get that draft effect?
Yeah. You know, you really need a really good draft here. You need to stay with your teammate. You need a good teammate. You need a good drafting buddy. It all plays a role of how your race could end up for you. Your drafting partner can get too close and lift your rear end of your bumper up on accident. Your race is over. You're out for the count.
Ooh, just
Because
like
it's really
that.
hard.
Waterfire got loose off the floor, like all the way to the bottom, but maintained position.
I don't know what's going on with Taylor. And Punisher too. Punisher's not doing too hot too. His car, if you spectate him, it almost sounds like it's in really low RPM. I don't think he's got the tune or the setup for this track, unfortunately. He's down in 16th. He's actually a really good racer and a good guy. Hopefully he gets that sorted out.
He does sound like he's down. Let's take a look, see if he has damage. Oh, that's why he's in 5th gear. You need to be in 4th gear for this. I think that, yeah, there you go. Yeah, he was in 5th gear. I found in testing earlier this week that you actually get a couple extra miles per hour when you hang out in 4th gear.
Oh, that's how you do that. Nice, I just learned how to do that. I'm going to shoot up to watch the Duke. Let's see how he's doing. He's in 8th place in that top 8 position. I can't believe he managed, him and Hockey, absolutely great drafting duo here. Absolutely insane. I think these two got a chance of winning, if anything. If they play it right, my bets is on Duke and Hockey. They got great runs, great cars. They've been in PPRL for a while. They understand the routes and the tracks.
Yeah, right now it looks like they're just going to be, everybody's playing nice, biding their time, just trying to position themselves for that long run, and hopefully just be there at the end. They don't want to take themselves out too early.
No, there's no reason to overly push. No reason to overly push. We got a long race ahead of us, a lot of laps. It's going to be interesting, to tell you that much. It's going to be great.
Interesting battle here. Ghost Reaper in the lead with Wildfire and Blast Racer right behind him. Ghost Reaper is in
How's it go?
Ghost Reaper is in the battle for the championship with Dawson. He's about 12 points behind Dawson as it sits, and I'm not sure what the format points-wise is, but I do know he will be able to gain a huge chunk if he wins this race and Dawson ends up where he is right now in 8th. In fact, I can check the points format right now. First place awards 40 points, second 35, third 34, all the way down to 23rd getting 14. So if he were to get 8th and Ghost Reaper wins, that would he would gain 11 points. So he would still be 1 point shy, but that gap would be ever shrinking.
These cars are in the front. I mean, the top 8 just pulled away from half the track. Absolutely insane drivers. These guys understand racing.
Yeah, as you can tell, the cream rises to the top, especially
But
here in the area.
now I will say there's been a couple times too. Have you ever had the draft bug where you can't get any draft?
I think I had that once last season and we
That
had
is
to
a.
restart.
I've had one great race here myself here at Miami. I had to top my first top three podium position here was at this track, and then the second time I had the draft bug where I couldn't get any draft. So there could be some drivers in here without draft, but one thing's for certain: this top 8 group, no matter what, is just a ridiculously talented crowd.
Well, you have to assume if they didn't have the draft, they would have known about it a lot sooner than now, and they would have probably done a lobby reset. So, I mean, I
Yeah.
assume everybody has a draft as it sits.
Some of these drivers aren't doing too bad on this high line. It's kind of working out for them. I'm impressed.
Yeah, it kind of is reminiscent of real life Homestead-Miami, isn't it? Where you can get,
Yeah.
it's the longer way around, but you can really hold that momentum around the outside and really get speed down the straights.
Oh, making a move here. The Duke shooting for that bottom. Had to lift.
Or, excuse me, Black looked 3 wide for a moment. Thought better of it. You can really tell. Black makes a big move to the outside. Loses out his place to Hockey, I believe. Oh, PLG Black gets squirrely. Not sure who. Looks like that might have been off of me, though. That he got a little squirrely, but he held it.
We go over lap times right now, boss. Fastest lap times. So, our leader right now, Ghost Reaper, we have him at a 31.3. Ooh, Boss Racer was his last lap was a 31.2 just right now. Holy moly, these guys are flying.
Here comes Dawson. Dawson with a huge run, but no out on the inside. Here comes Hockey. Hockey gives him a little bit of an air push. He clears himself in front of Ghost Reaper. That was a little bit sketchy. Don't know if I
Oh
would have
yeah,
done
really
that
sketchy.
myself.
That was his fastest lap. Dawson just set the fastest lap of the race.
What did he run?
Dawson ran a 30.9. Dawson ran a 30.9, our first sub 31 lap. 30.977.
Holy cow.
This is gonna be freaking awesome. Oh no, that was Hockey that did that lap. I'm spectating Hockey.
No, Dawson did a 30.9 as well. Looks like the leaders are going to be coming into some lap traffic here pretty soon as we near the halfway point in this first fuel run. Ghost Reaper gets blocked off by Dawson. Dawson doing his best Dale Earnhardt Jr. impression, just blocking the field, maintaining the runs from behind.
I know he's now, but now the problem is he's stuck on that high line, so he can't dive to the bottom in the corner where his car's been liking it. So he's kind of forced here in mid-track. Or can he make a move? Oh no, it's too risky. Don't do it. 3 wide. Ooh. His car is like in that middle track ground though.
Thank you, Gen 3LS, for watching tonight's stream. We appreciate it. Boss Racer with a huge line, looks 3 wide to the inside. Makes it stick, but doesn't quite have the momentum to keep going. Waterflyer maintains the lead. And Boss Racer does not have any friends on the inside as it sits. Now he gets back in line right in front of back to back. Or PRG back, excuse me.
We are already 30 laps in, ladies and gentlemen. As long as you can be consistent, but consistency is hard, I won't lie. It is very difficult. You can be consistent, you have potential of winning this race.
Yeah, you do have to be consistent. Nobody's really running down by the white line, which is interesting.
Austin's doing a great job of blocking. Holy moly, this guy knows how to drive. It's scary, but he knows what he's doing. That was an insane block to water fire.
Yeah, you could call him the Pied Piper right now. Just running the lanes. And we got our first lap car to 89 of Taylor Weiler, excuse me. Let's see what he does. Does he get in the way?
Oh, it could be a wreck there. Between Dawson and Fire. Wow.
Oh,
Holy.
that was close. And Taylor, I think, is just gonna get out of the way and try to stay in this gap as best as he can.
Oh, they gotta move up the track though. Lost a lot of time blocking the wall. Why aren't they calling a caution? What's going on here? I don't know. No caution. They're still racing. Holy moly.
Must not have any damage.
Wow, that is really unfortunate for Black.
We're gonna be coming up to more
Already
lap cars.
Already a second down. You can see how important it is not to have any hiccups in this track. I mean, that was a fraction of a second. He's already a second down from the leader. That's really unfortunate.
Yeah, it is really unfortunate, but lucky for him, he maintains the drive to Ghost Reaper.
Absolutely lovely. A lot of these people were pushing really hard on these soft tires, you know, and low wear. But these their right side tires are going to go really fast. Excuse me.
I did get word from some of the drivers in some of the conversations I had that they would be using medium tires for a majority of this race.
Oh, we got a run here from Boss. Oh, he's got a really big run. Waters up to the lead. I don't know what happened to Doss. Well, really big lead. Catching up the lap traffic could be interesting.
We're just gonna stay out of the race, alright?
Yeah, looks like everybody's right side tires are about 45% damage right now as we sit. We're on lap 36. I'm guessing around lap, I don't know, 55 maybe they'll pit. We'll see some pit strategies start to come in play.
Yeah, I was getting worried also. So softs can go 45 to 50 laps, where mediums, I was told, could go a full fuel run. So we'll see a splitting strategy, I'd have to assume, in the next 10 or so laps. Ghost Reaper and Black said we've had enough of this. We're going to the front around the outside.
Oh my gosh, Dawson has another run.
But can he do anything with it?
From 6th up to 4th. He's shooting, making it 3 wide.
Nope, not quite. He thinks about it. Gets chopped off by Waterfire.
God, these guys are so talented, man. Absolutely insane drivers here. Waterfire blocking him now, returning the favor here, kind of. Black's up there too, back up to 3rd. Wow. Hit the wall to be back up in a podium position. Absolutely insane.
Oh, I will be right back. Alright, I am back. Sorry about that, my dog was barking at something outside. Still a great race by pretty much everybody still within the top 8, including what I believe to be a couple backbreakers, maybe a lap down or so. Ghost Reaper really the only one that's been able.
Dawson now down to 6. Oh no, Dawson lost a run here. He got tapped. He's recovered it very well.
Ghost Reaper to the point.
Oh, that's really unfortunate. For West of the Beast. Best. He has nobody to draft with. He's 13 seconds down now, looking too good for him. Let's go sit up in that middle back there.
We got somebody on pit road with that Punisher.
Coming in with XR Frosted, the other Monster Energy car. Car looks actually quite great. I like that rose. That white Monster can looks very, very cool. They're having some battling too. Oh, connection between Nito and the 4 of Best. Holy moly.
Yeah, this is the second pack that has formed. Doing their best to just not lose a lot of time. Trying to stop the bleeding. Oh!
Oh, big wreck! Black might be out of the race. Black into the wall. Full damage caution
Good
might be
gosh,
coming
what did
out.
we miss? I was
His
flipping
car is
through,
crushed. He missed the pits too.
I missed the caution. I was focused elsewhere.
Yep, caution's out, everybody. Holy cow.
I don't know how Ghost Reaper
That is really
didn't get
unfortunate. His
damaged.
car is not going to behave the same the rest of this race. That is really unfortunate for Black. Absolutely wonderful driver. From a top 5 position all the way down to 13th. That is really unfortunate.
Last week's one was not the
Wow.
result that he wanted.
Holy moly, ladies and gentlemen.
This is gonna allow everybody back on the lead lap.
He has 100% steering and driveline damage and 100% body damage. That is so unfortunate.
We are under caution. And everybody's gonna get some pits, including our leader, Taze. Really wish I could have seen what happened.
Now would be your time now than ever if you had to pit to pit.
Exactly. And that's what it looks like the entire field is planning on doing, except for those laps down.
Wow. That's really unfortunate.
So, as it stands, Taze is our leader, Waterfire, P2, Boss Racer, P3, The Duke, and Ghost Reaper. Rounding out your top 5 with Dawson, Frosted, Hockey, and holy, they keep going back and forth. Hockey, Frosted, Dogs, and Royally Stoned are your top 10. Look for PLG Black to make some moves to try to get back towards this front, as he is not in a great position for this restart.
For just a moment, you're going to be on your own here for a sec. Gotta use the bathroom.
We're getting double file here. Looks like we're about to go green. Let's get on our leaders. I believe our leader's Taze, yes. He will be calling us to green. Looks like this time by as the rest of the field catches up. Somehow Punisher got, well maybe he was, I don't know, was Punisher 1 or 2 laps down? I'm not quite sure. But he's gonna have a full head of steam. But he is all by himself. He will not be able to catch up. Taze gets a hell of a jump to the lead. Let's go look at Black and see how he does as he makes his way back up through the field. PLG Black with a nice run on the outside. Can't really go anywhere with it unless he wants to take the extremely outside line. Chooses not to as the Duke and Taze get together and go way outside and lose a bunch of momentum and spots in the process. PLG Black, nice recovery from that crash. Ghost Reaper as well, recovering from that crash. Those are the only two I could see for sure were in it. But they have recovered nicely, already back up to the top 5. It looks like we have a spin down at the exit of turn 2. We'll see what that's all about. With 2 of best to best. And
I'm back, ladies and gentlemen.
Royally Stoned had a moment. As we turn our attention back to the front of the field.
Oh!
Everybody
Whoa, top
fell
10
out.
there.
PLG Black back up to 4th after that crash.
check on his damage.
He was able to repair it.
Oh wow, he was able to get rid of the damage. That is nice. Oh, black. I'm gonna sit back in the top 10. I'm gonna go watch Frosted's POV. He's got a really good view of everything that's happening. Got some good close racing here in the top 10 now.
So everybody put it on lap 46. I expect the next pit stops to be around lap 100.
Oh, Hockey now. Hockey and Frosted got into a little collision there. Managed to recover at both cars. Yeah, welcome in, Dragon, to the stream. Thanks for watching. Yeah, this is PPRL. This is a racing league here. We have a couple of racing leagues. We have a GT3 series. We have obviously NASCAR here in Forza, and they want to set up one for NASCAR 25. We're waiting for more drivers to get that game. And it's a great community, great people, very, very good drivers, competitive drivers too, if that. Really good tuners, and it's an overall great community to be a part of.
Yeah,
Please do not ask me what PPRL stands for. He asked me what PPR stands for. I think it's People Proficients, or
it's a pole position racing league.
Pole Position Racing League.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oops.
Oh, Frosted, man, he had to let off earlier. He lost the draft because he was going to get in a collision. He avoided the wreck, but he's... Ugh. I almost would have gone for a caution there. If I did have to get wrecked, I would have tanked it. Because now he's out of the track.
Big shot to Boss Racer. Looks to the outside. Takes better of it. The two Chumba Casino cars are just sitting up front and really dictating the pace of this race. Perfect teamwork right now from those two. Do you have any favorites in tonight's race? Like, who do you think is going to win this race?
I honestly would say, if I could pick three, I would honestly pick Dawson. I would put Black, and I would put Fire in there. I'd put Fire in there. I mean, these guys are some of the best that I've seen at this track specifically.
Yeah, if I had to add one person, I'd probably add Ghost Reaper.
Yeah, Ghost Reaper, he's really, really, really good.
He must have found himself in a little kerfuffle on that restart as he is.
So this is close. And it looks like everybody's tunes are fairly similar. Like, nobody has a car that's just stand out on top from everybody else.
Yeah, I believe it's no tunes. Everybody's running the same stock setup, so yeah. Everybody running with the same super stuff. Makes it really hard for everybody to pull away.
Oh, Dawson making it 3-4 wide. Oh my gosh, Duke is still alive. I don't know how he got out of that. Oh, connection between dubs. Forced him to the outside. Now Dawson gives him a tap.
I could give a little boost to Wi-Fi there. They were able to keep it straight there. Looks like we were back to that, you know. Whoa, Dawson way down low. Wonder what happened there. Back to that 8-car back or so.
Duke's got a run here. Really good run. But he's got to get blocked, unfortunately, by a hawk. He had to let out of it.
I gotta tell you, I'm really impressed by Boss Racer and Waterfire right now. They are just working in perfect unison to keep those those 6 cars behind them.
Yeah, I can't believe how they're making the outside line work. They're doing a great job on that outside line. Oh, maybe 3 wide? No, he thought about it.
Thought about it, thought better of it. Thinks about it again, decides not to.
Oh, we have a shot by Duke! Oh, collision, that's okay. He held it together, everyone held it. I told you, don't sleep on that guy Duke now. He's a very, very, very consistent driver. He may not be the fastest, but man, is he consistent.
Yeah, he is pretty consistent, isn't he? He's always right there in my top 5, top 10. 3 wide.
3 wide. Let's see what we got going on.
Dawson on the outside, Duke in the middle, and Waterfire on the inside. Boss
I can't
Racer
believe
pushes
Dawson caught back up. Wow.
4 wide. I'm gonna get it figured out for the time. We're fan out. We use the entire width of the track from wall to apron. Three wide into turn 2. Oh, slow. Who was that that just went wide? Oh, well, I mean, excuse me. Punisher looks like he's going to be the first victim this time around. Getting him. Oh!
Oh!
Big contact!
Punisher out! Oh shit, hockey out! We got a big wreck!
Big crush, this car's flying everywhere. I think that was just Punisher in the way.
No, Boss hit the wall. Boss spun 360. He's down to 10th place. Wow.
I imagine.
No caution, really. That was a 3-car wreck. No caution? Holy.
No, I think it is. They
Yeah,
seem
there
to be
is.
slowing down here.
Holy cow, that was awesome. I love seeing that. Unfortunately, as a race car driver, you never want to see that or have that happen to you, but as a spectator, man, is that awesome. That's racing, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, if I gotta be honest, growing up when I was like 5, 6, 7 years old, I'd watch NASCAR every Sunday, and it was a bad race if there wasn't at least 6 cautions. I mean, yeah, you always want to see your driver win, but you also want to see those cautions, you know, see the carnage.
Yeah, growing up, I was a big-time Kevin Harvick fan. I actually got to meet him.
That's pretty. Yeah, okay, story time. I was in Daytona for the Coca-Cola or Pepsi 400, excuse me, and it was a July race in like 2008. I almost got to sit in Kevin Harvick's 29 Reese's car. So
Is absolutely awesome.
yeah, I did, however, get to meet my childhood hero, Mark Martin. So you know, it's a trade-off. Yeah, you kind of forget these guys. They're people too. You know, like they're willing to take time out of their day to talk to the fans. We got some fakes for pits.
Oh,
Couple takers, Wildfire, Boss Racer, and Royally Stoned. Out of the three that I see taking some pits. It must be on an alternate strategy.
well, no, those are the three that hit the wall, that hit each other.
Are those
Big
the three
collision.
that
I
made
see.
contact?
Oh yeah, they did their cars did 360s. It was pretty good wrecks.
I was focusing on Dawson, but I tried to. I saw a little bit of it.
I wish I would have clipped it. I should have done that. Next time that happens, I'll do it. 'Cause that was awesome.
If I were them, I would take soft tires to try to get back through the field and then, if possible, pit with everybody we make on under green just so we don't lose too much time. That's what my strategy would be right now.
Oh, somebody did actually get. No, another fake. Oh, he almost got him. Taysbot almost followed him again. I love it. I love it. I'm here for it.
Dawson does seem to be the one doing the faking almost every week. He's the one that tries to pull people down and then at the last second bail out. Looks like we're gonna go green this time by, or I guess next time technically, as they double file.
I love watching it, man. They're entertaining drivers. That's the most. I'll tell you.
Yeah, a lot of personality in each and every one of these drivers. They've got opinions and they're aggressive and they're not afraid to give the person ahead of them a crumb horn. As we have somebody spinning out under caution in the back of the field. You gotta wonder who that is. I think it was Punisher, maybe? It was either Punisher or Wes. I'm not sure who. Here we come to the green. And they are racing once again. You gotta love Forza. You know, these cars look battered and bruised and look like they've been through some shit, but yet they're still rolling just fine.
Oh yeah, they've been through war. They've been through war, Speedy. It's looking absolutely wonderful
And
here.
we're not even a third of the way through this race yet. PRG Black making a nice comeback up into P2. Taylor Weiler, also a good comeback, was a lap down at that point, is now P3. It looks like we've already formed into two separate packs once again. PRG Black thought about going underneath
Duke going down to the
Dawson,
bottom, man.
but the Duke gets below him. The Duke to the point momentarily, but Dawson gets to run off the top.
I noticed Duke's not doing too well without the draft here. I mean, it seems like once he's in the draft, he's whoa!
Looked like that was hockey in the wall. Somebody tried to send it for wide, and the Duke puts PRG Black in the wall.
Oh, Black into the wall too in the straightaway. What happened there? Black's in the wall again.
I kind of wonder if it isn't lag or something that these guys are dealing with, because it definitely didn't look intentional. It just looked like the car below the other one just shot up instantly. Looks like we separated into a pack of 5 and then everybody else. Taze and Dawson hanging tough on the outside line, but not a lot of help, as I say, but the Duke goes high. But then Taze goes low. Now he
He's
blocks
doing a
that.
great job right now. He found the groove.
Taze has been up there last however many weeks. It's been 4 or 5 races, I'd say, but he's been solidly a top 3, top 5.
Oh, he's in the
rider.
wall. Too much speed. Tried to
Gets in
hold
the
it
wall,
together.
though. We have a caution towards the back. A crash towards the back. I think I missed it. I saw it for a moment, but some cars definitely slowed down. Purgy Black, once again, out of that lead draft. Where Stone wants to get the lead. Would you look at that? It's Waterfire and Boss Racer once again in command of this race. 1-2. Inside,
They've been
outside.
together everywhere. In the back, they've been together. In the front, they've been together. They're doing absolutely whatever they got going on. It's working, and I'm loving watching it.
Exactly. I think they're both running for the same team, I believe. They've got the same pace team, just a different number. They're holding everybody at bay. This front pack slowly thins out a little bit more.
Block Dawson. Dawson loves blocking people. He's an aggressive driver. Give him a little taste of his own medicine. They got him boxed. Nice. Oh, nice blocking. Great blocking. Here we go, baby.
It is crazy to see these two, what I assume to be teammates, working in perfect unison together to hold everybody at bay.
They're doing a great job, too, not hitting each other, but getting nice and close to make sure nobody can get around them. This is awesome. Looks like we only got a top 6 pack here. Everybody lost the draft, it looks like. Oh, shit.
Yeah, look for that second pack to get a little more organized and maybe try to run this front pack down. But it doesn't look like they'll be able to. About 1.4 seconds behind the back of this front pack.
Oh, no. Big mistake for Boss. That's unfortunate.
Boss racer in the way. A lot of momentum lost.
A lot of race left, a lot of race.
Exactly. This is the first time all night we haven't seen those two run near each other. Let's see if Waterfire can maintain his front lead. That last time by, the second pack was about a tenth or 2/10 faster than this front pack, so they are actually catching him back as we near pit stops. I'd say within 10 to 15 laps. As the sun begins to set here in Miami.
We are almost a third through this race, ladies and gentlemen.
I believe this will be the site of the championship race in real-life NASCAR next season. Three wide for the lead. Royally Stone, Taze, Waterfire. They get it sorted out. Boss Racer already back up to P2. Look for him to go to the outside, yep. There he goes, right beside his teammate. Once again, what have they figured out here that everybody else just hasn't? Now it's second pack starting to lose a little bit of time again. Something must have happened as they are a much smaller pack than they once were. Taylor's taking the two Jumbo Casino cars 3 wide to the point. Here comes Waterfall on the outside. Goes high, looks low. Goes all the way to the bottom of the track. Taylor's blocks. Royally Stone follows, and so does Dawson. Dawson makes a position out of it. Waterfall still holds P2, but Boss Racer in P6. Waterfall to the inside of Taze, has momentum on the inside of Van in turns 1 and 2. Almost clears Taze, not quite enough. We'll stay side by side down the backstretch into turns 3 and 4. Taze with the lead, quite comfortable now, as Royally Stone is on the apron momentarily. Looks like they're now really... Oh, I guess there's still all 6 cars in this pack, but really only 3 that are close together. Interestingly. Pit stop should be closing in as we have one taker, it looks like. But that's LeBron already locked in. Pit stops will remain lead back. Should be 5-ish. 5-ish laps away.
No, there.
What?
Did I see Dawson though, dude? Dawson, dude, they're doing absolutely. He's really consistent, man. He got a little excited to hit that wall. Started 9th, P3.
Exactly. Look at that on the inside. The two Chumba Casino Toyota cars, Waterfire and Boss Racer, working together now. Probably gonna try to push to get ahead of Taylor's and Dawson, and then maybe do that 2 wide thing that they've been doing so successfully for so many laps. Let's take a look at the fuel of these guys, just to see what's going on. But we still have about 45% left, so they can go quite a ways. Oh, but these were the guys that pitted under that last caution nobody else did. Let's take a look at somebody like Taze, who chose not to pit. He has about 3 laps left of fuel, maybe a little better than 3 laps. So he should be coming in shortly.
Austin has a crazy run. Dawson for an insane run.
Dawson uses his run on the outside to the point. No help on the bottom for Taze. He's going to be going to the back. 3 wide Boss Racer, Taze, and Wildfire. Boss Racer making a big advantage up to P2, but here comes Taze back to the inside. Nope, never mind, looks outside. Looks like he's gonna lose another
Dawson
spot.
needs a caution here. Dawson's got about 4 laps of fuel.
Yeah. This pack of 6 is quickly turned to a pack of 7 once again. I believe the Duke was the
Oh!
big crash.
Holy shit!
Big crash. I believe that was. I was. How was West the best in the league? A receiver car that came back out of nowhere.
That's almost scripted. Holy shit, you can't make that up. Dawson's got a pit, everyone's got a pit. That's almost like a movie.
I thought it was royally stoned, and I want to say Boss Racer, but I'm not really sure. I think royally stoned was. Yeah, royally stoned with full damage. All over his car, hopefully his crew could take care of that. And then, I want to say Boss Racer maybe was involved. It looked like, yeah, it was Boss Racer with 100% damage himself. He should have come down and got some pits there. But I don't think he's gonna lose all his track position, getting that fixed anyway, so coming down now versus coming down later to fix it with the rest of the pack doesn't make much of a difference. That's the best in the league though. I missed that somehow. Yeah, 2 cars in the pits, really stoned. And Nebo. Nebo must have also had damage. Really stoned gets back out on the track. Nebo as well. And everybody is pitting. The entire field is pitting. Let's keep an eye on Bass Racer with that damage, see where he comes out. Yeah, as he's fixing that damage, you can see everybody behind him is coming out now. He'll be one of the last ones out. Looks like us the best maintains the lead. Let's look for the fastest lap, shall we? Waterfire with the 31.07. West the best with the 30.96. Tails with the 31.06. Dawson with the 30.975. The Duke with the 31.01. Dodge with the 31.09. Ghost with 30.9. Frosted with the 31.2. PRG Black with the 30.97. Punisher with the 31.2. Ghost Reaper Taylor Valley with the 31.06. Hockey with the 30.97. Boss Racer with the 30.98. Royally Stoned with the 30.783. Holy, that's a fast lap. LeBron with the 31.6. 31.0 for Nebo. And Lyman has DNF'd. Will not finish this race. Must be some sort of mechanical. As they double file. I don't know if that last car of Nebo will be able to catch them, but I believe Royally Stoned will. Well, Nebo might. Depends on what Waterfire decides to take the start. but Royally Stoned has got the back. And about a quarter of a lap behind is Nebo, so he will not touch them. That is unfortunate. He will be able to catch a little bit more. Slowly but surely. Until these guys get up to speed. Ever so close, 1.6, 1.3, 1.1, 0.9. Maybe he did get in the draft of Wes or LeBron or whoever is in the back there. It looks like he did, so he timed that beautifully. Maybe not, it's hard to tell. But back to front, 3 wide. Taze, Wildfire, and Dawson. And the Duke also wanting some wide action. Looks middle, but decides not. How late lived fighting every day. Ghost Reaper back towards the front, haven't talked about him in a while. POG Black also back up inside the top 6. Pretty much all the usual suspects that are here every single week inside the top 5. Waterfire does not have his teammate in Boss Racer right now to help him lead this pack. The Duke was in the wall. A lot of speed lost. He'll probably lose the draft. And I think he will. Hockey got caught out in something back there, as he's 3 seconds behind. But closing. I thought it was just a game glitch, giving me a run and a what could be. Could be. Waterfire inside 3 wide. Excuse me, 2 wide. On Taze. Now Taylor Weiler does make it 3 wide on Waterfire and Taze. Taylor Weiler to the lead now. For the first time yet, I believe. But Waterfire is not so fast. I want to lead some more laps, and so is Taze. 3 wide across the line. Too close to call, if not more, to finish. Thankfully for me, it is not the finish, and I'm not the one that has to make that decision. Ghost Reaper, Taylor, Waterfire, 3 wide again. Taylor bats out, thinks better of it, but Taze with the capitalization looks to the outside, and Waterfire gets in front of Ghost Reaper. Seems like no matter what, they're just not able to supplant Waterfire from his top 2 or 3 at any point in the race. You don't wonder why. So you have something special under the hood that we don't know about. I'm going to take a short break, and I will be back in a moment. I am back and it looks like we got a change at the front. Looks like Ghost Reaper and PLG Black are now in command of this race, along with Taylor Ryder looking to the inside, looking to make it 3 wide. Doesn't quite as PLG Black cuts him off. PLG Black says, move over guys. I won one race. That was great and all, but I want 2. Not only do I want 2, I want 2 in a row. %75% fuel left from these guys, so I'd say it's probably still 30 to 40 laps left in the tank. Maybe a little more. Ghost Reaper takes a command of me now. And we're about 2 tenths, but that draft is strong and really be coming at him in a hurry. Taze to the inside of Ghost Reaper here. Taze gets the spot, clears in front of Ghost Reaper. Ghost Reaper giving a little bit of backdraft. Wildfire now to the inside of Ghost Reaper. Ghost Reaper to the outside of Taze. It's 3 wide and 3. Wildfire says, give me the lead back, boys. It was mine, it was always mine. I'm glad you kept the seat warm for me, but the king is back. But Taze says not so fast, so does PLG Black. They take him 3 wide again, and he loses out. PLG Black, Taze, both looking for the race lead. That's PLG Black and Ghost Reaper. Probably your 2 fastest cars from last week at Eagle Rock. Now this week, once again, fighting for the lead up front. 130 laps and it was, oh, big crash! I think that's going to be a caution. Let's see if PLG Black does damage. He luckily does not. Who else was involved in this wreck? Looks like the Duke, maybe. Nope, no damage there either. I'm not sure who else is involved. I know Black lost a ton of time. Looks like Wildfire may have been involved. Wildfire might be struggling a little bit. No damage for him. Looks like we are under caution now, as everybody has single filed, so that will bring out the caution. About 130 laps into this race. I don't expect to see too many pit stops. And as I say that, we have 6 cars in. Boss Racer, Royally Stone, Rest of Us, Taylor Lyle, Hockey, Punisher, and PLG Black all getting some pits here. We're going to have some freshies to hopefully fight through the field and make this an interesting race. I mean, it was already interesting, but like, interesting for them. I believe this is our third caution. We are double fire. Got outside LeBron in the pits. See if he'll be able to make it back around and catch up as everybody goes green. I highly doubt it, because I'm pretty sure we're going green. This time by, you're 2 points champion, your championship points leaders of Ghost Reaper and Dawson at the front of this pack right now. Boss Racer, Waterfire, the two that have been dominating this race are now separated by 5 spots, and neither of them are in the front 2 spots. This could get interesting. Look for them to make moves. That's all LeBron will not be able to catch up. I see he's about a quarter of a lap behind, as they're already accelerating. Through turn 1, and already a big crash. Looks like Hockey, Taylor, and Punisher all involved in that incident. No damage, it looks like. Maybe besides for Hockey. Let's have a look at Hockey. Yeah, he had some damage. Unfortunate break for him. Back to the front now. Dawson in the lead in front of his championship rival, Ghost Reaper. Ghost Reaper looking to the inside. But guess who it is? Not it's Boss Racer. And Waterfire. They're back. They're hungry. They want to control the pace of this race once again. Wonder what the strategy is going to be. They got to get both of them around 2 cars. Looks like first up is Wildfire. 3 wide inside of Ghost and Dawson. Makes it work, and look, there comes Boss Racer. Also inside of Dawson. But he can't quite go all the way down as the Duke is there. And he had to back out of it. Wildfire now fighting Ghost Reaper mano for the lead. And another crash. Looks like that was Boss Racer got crashed into the inside safety barrier. Still no cautions, and not all the cautions for 10 laps. After each caution restart. Boss Racer in the pits, presumably with some damage. The Duke now to the lead. Ghost Reaper, Wildfire, Dawson, and Royally Stone run out in the top 5. And don't look now, but there's Jody Ware in the number 9. No, Wildfire gets a little sideways off of turn 2. Tisbot also there. It is slowly unraveling tonight for the Chumba Casino Toyotas. They had command of this race early, but not so much anymore. Once you break them up, it seems like they struggle to get to the lead. Dawson way down there. Not really sure what that's about. Probably just wanting to get out of the hustle bustle of the front of the pack. I will be right back. Alright everybody, I am back. Looks like the Duke still in the lead. Ghost Reaper, Taze, Waterfront, and PRG Black. Just kidding, Royally Stone takes 5th from PRG Black. Dawson has fallen to 7th now. So I believe that'll be a 10-point game if he stays low and Ghost Reaper wins this race. Actually, let's take a quick look at the point standings. Dawson has 441 points. Ghost Reaper has 429. JDM Culture, who is not in this race, has 404. PRG Black has 307. And Hockey has 323. Those are the top 5 win points as it stands. For the team standings, it is Team ABR. Oh, big crash. Big crash with, looked like Wildfire, the Duke, and who was the other person? I just missed it. I think it was Ghost Reaper. Yeah, it was Ghost Reaper. And that allows Nemo back into this fight. So now the Black shrinks to 4. The lead pack, that is. Shrinks to 4. Let's go on board with Black and Black here. Using the medium tires, has 43 laps in the tank yet. Dawson Tays and Royal Stone are your top four to me, about 4.5 seconds back. Probably won't be getting up there anytime soon. We are nearing the halfway point in this race. About 15 laps away, right? Yes, I'm doing the math. 15 laps away from the halfway point here. It's still on board with West the Best, who is 135 seconds behind the leader, which I believe translates to 4 laps and change. He is 4 laps and change down right now on the lead. At about the 11th place mark. So, because he just went by Frosty. So, if we look at that, he is... So, yeah. 4 laps in about 10 seconds behind the leader. He's only 100 cautions to get back in this race. It just looks like we're content to just draft trim right now. Just kidding, Dawson looks low, but doesn't quite have the arm on PLG Black. Taylor's not even inside of Royal Stone. PLG Black, indecisive if he wants to go with him, but eventually decides to. But Royal Stone chops him off. Nobody really getting an amazing run at the moment in time. At least not anything to worth mention. 15 laps of fuel left for Dawson as we look at his. I'm sorry, not Dawson, Best Reaper. In 5th place as we look at his speedway. Back on board was PLG Black. He has 35 laps left to go. He was one of the ones that came and got some pits under one of his last cautions. or that last match yesterday. So he has plenty of people to make it. Let's actually take a look at some of the other drivers and how they're doing out here. Looks like Royally Stoned is about 53%, which is like compared percentage-wise with PLG Black, where we can see exactly how much fuel they look like. Yeah, about the same, so 35-ish laps. Looks like they could go over 70 up here. Geez, these guys are able to save quite a bit. Because in single car runs, they can only run 63 laps here, as Punisher goes a lap down. Let's go. These camera angles are not good at all. Helicopters are right. Slow spin, that is not a slow spin. But sure. Sorry guys, I'm just looking at some of these different camera angles. None of them really are that great. I'll just stick to the rail car for now. As the game gives us a nice little glitch of the levers just floating away in. Momentarily, that was fun. You could throw a blanket over these top four cars. Less than 4 tenths separate them. That's... There we go. Let's do the exact 3.5 tenths between the top 4 cars. Looks like it's going to be a battle of these top 4 unless we can get another caution to bunch up this field. Waterfire takes some pits. Nobody's getting too racy up here at the front. They know they just try to bide their time. There's not a lot of racing happening further in the pack because everybody is fairly spread out in single file. Also mostly running by themselves. Couple 2-car packs here and there, but nothing much. As you can see there in the background of one of those last couple shots, you can see some of the cars that were in packs of 2, maybe 3, just kind of depending on how you turn it back and what that gap is. We have crossed the halfway mark, by the way, guys. We are over halfway through this one. This is going to be a late one. And we had some work by Taylor, Nebo, and Frosted, all getting some pits. And they all more or less come out together. Looks like Frosted, the one that's going to be left out to dry by himself. Hopefully they wait for him maybe and allow him to catch back up. They will all have to take the access road all the way to the exit of turn 2 to safely rejoin. And now we got more pits. Ghost, Dubs, and the Duke all in the pits. Ghost Reaper and Dubs are out. Ghost Reaper way ahead of Dubs actually. And with Duke even further behind Dubs than Dubs behind Ghost Reaper. Back to the front now, it looks like we have a 2-car breakaway. That being PRG Black and Royal Stone absolutely smokes the pit entry separation barrier. Holy cow, that is going to be tons of damage for him. Probably race over as well. Let's take a look at these lead cars. PRG Black comes out first. Dawson comes out second. And then Taylor's right behind Dawson. So this is actually the best well-formed pack. That's not saying much, but it is the best well-formed coming out of the pits. So they will have an advantage. That 8-car pack shrunk down to 6, shrunk down to 5, and then wiggled down to 4. And now it's all the way down to 3 cars with PRG Black as the winner at Eagle Rock taking the lead. Yeah, I assume Dawson and Taze working together will be able to catch Black here momentarily. They are probably tenth, maybe 2 tenths just outside of Black's draft. But Dawson and Taze being able to draft together should be strong enough. Yeah, 2 cars are better than 1, especially with the power handicap of 0.75. As the gap stays at about 7 tenths, down to 6 tenths. Or it goes up just a little bit, but that could be just the game being the game and having a slight miscalculation. Yeah, we're not gaining too much, maybe a couple hundredths here and there. Now under 6 tenths. As Taze looks inside Dawson, PRG Black looks in his mirror and says, "Yes, boys, keep fighting. Let me run away." As nobody will be getting benefit. Well, it looks like inside 5 tenths, they should have PRG Black track now. And they're going to have a lot of speed coming towards them towards the back half of this one. Yep, inside of 2 tenths. Inside of a tenth and a half. A tenth. Looking to the outside is Dawson. Dawson with the momentum. Black with the inside. Black goes low to try to avoid the trap. 3 wide. The leaders with 3 wide. Momentarily, but Taze backed out. Now Dawson to the point. As we got a bit of a pack forming back in the pack a little bit. Looks like it is Taylor, Wildfire. Looks like who's that? Looks like Punisher, that's the best. And there's one other guy that looks to be in this pack. Nebo maybe? Nebo and Dobbs, yes. That is a pack, right. West the Best and Punisher are laps down, so they do not count for position. Dawson's still holding strong in the lead. PRG Black, though, now about 3 tenths behind. You wonder if he's just doing enough to stay in the draft, but also save a little bit of his stuff. As he maybe doesn't want to lead, maybe he wants to sit back, save some fuel, let those 2 do the hard work of pushing the air out of the way. As we see these smaller and smaller packs form throughout the entirety of the track, that means there are less likely to be a caution. So you have to assume that there isn't going to be another one for the remaining 156 or so laps. Punisher in the pits. He wanted to stay out to trade, stay only one lap down, catch a caution, and get that lap back, but he just decided he couldn't. He'll go another 2 laps down there, make it 3 total. He and Rustabus are now on the same lap. So only 4 cars lap down. Royally Stone and LeBron are 1, Rustabus and Punisher are each 3, and Lion Man is DNF with some sort of mechanical. Still not quite sure yet, as the team has been unable to diagnose it. We'll figure that out hopefully soon, as this race continues. We appreciate you guys coming along to watch the PPRL NASCAR Championship live from Homestead-Miami with us. I know it's late, it's 11 p.m. Central, but we appreciate you sticking it out with us. Still 153 to go. I think I'm doing that math right. I really don't know. I don't have a calculator. Purgy Black gives Taze a little bit of a shove, giving Taze just the right amount of momentum to look to the inside of Dawson, but now Black gives Dawson a little bit of a shove. So Dawson got Taze out of the way and then pushed Dawson ahead to take second place. But you know, second and third car in line can be advantageous, as you could save a little bit more fuel, save a little bit more tires, just doing a little bit of LICO into the corners while being able to use that track. PLG Black says, not so fast. What are you talking about, Mr. Commentator? I want the lead. And look at the dominating boss racer from earlier in this race is in 12th, about to go a lap down. Oh my, how the turns are tabled. Dawson back to third place. That's exactly what Ghost Reaper wants to see, as Ghost Reaper is in 5th place. He doesn't want to lose too many points to his championship rival of Dawson. Right now he would only be losing 2 points, making a 14-point gap with just a few races left in the championship to go. I believe, if we're being specific, 3 races to go after that. Oh, sorry about Sorry about that, I forgot how to do it for a second. After this week, 3 races to go, and we're currently a 12-point gap, but as they're right, it would be a 14-point gap between Dawson and Ghost Reaper. He would basically have to dig 5 points a race in order to beat him out by 1 point. And if Ghost Reaper was able to win each of the 3 races with the way the points work, first getting 40, second getting 35, it would be enough, so it's still very much in reach for Ghost Reaper. Just needs to run clean right up front and get those wins. It's not home free for Dawson yet. Last season, Dawson was in a points battle with Fluffball, and they were really close headed into the last race, to the point where it was basically whoever finished ahead of the other person would win it. And Fluffball did win it over Dawson. Dawson wasn't too happy about that. He wants his championship, and he wants it this season. He is done waiting, guys. He's saying today is his time, or this year is his time. But PLG Black, the man of last week, And right now, the man of the race is in the lead over Taze and Dawson as the cars 4th through 6, it looks like, are actually all losing time to this pack of cars. They were about 4 or 5 seconds behind before that stop, and now they're 8 seconds behind, so they have lost time throughout this last little bit of a run here. PG back in P2, Dawson to the lead. So now it would be a... Nope, my bad, let's do that again. Now it would be a 15-point lead for Dawson. Dawson to the lead though. Got that a 20-point lead. As it goes back and forth every lap, Ghost Reaper pretty much all he can do now is just get in front of Wildfire, Taylor, and Ghost Reaper and hope Dawson doesn't win this race to mitigate the points loss, as we have another car down pit road, but I did not see who that was. They come out of the pits and turns in turn 2. Very clean, very tame racing right now. At the front, just a random car chilling at the top, but just outside of the race line. No need for caution there. Let's go back to 4th and take a look at this battle that's brewing. Looks like 4th, 5th, 6th, and also 12th and 15th are in this pack, so maybe they can all work together and try to catch the 11th place car, and we're at least on the other end, to try to even strengthen this pack a little bit more. Ghost Reaper to the outside of Taylor Riley and Wildfire is going to open. These guys are desperately trying to catch the cars in front, but over the last few laps, since the last time we've checked in on the gap, they've lost about another 4 or 5 tenths to that lead pack, so they are going to need a caution in order to have a chance at this, but I do not foresee that happening, as Boss Racer's in the pits. Stayed out as long as he could and just couldn't go any longer on those tires. He's trying to catch a caution, just couldn't do it. He's now a lap down. Make it 2. With the speeds that these guys are running, you will go about a lap and a half down in the pits. So if you're already half a lap behind the leader, you will lose that second lap. But you will have the benefit of fresher tires. But I don't think he came out anywhere near the leader, so not sure he'll be able to get that lap back. Running by himself. Even on worn tires, being in a pack is faster than being by yourself with freshes. Especially because of the full tank of fuel. Not being in front, just throwing it around, laying the car down, making it hard to really accelerate. As these guys are all pinned all the way around this track, flat against the floor. Hopefully have a leg right foot, make it a little bit easier. After this race, these guys' feet, especially the right foot, is going to be burning. We're gonna take a quick break, coming to 200 laps, lap 200 with 134 to go, so we will see you then. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for sticking with us throughout that break. Our current leaders, POG Black, Dawson, and Tay is right behind. And we are currently focused on the pack of Taylor Weiler, Waterfire, and Ghost Reaper has fallen off. Wonder what happened while we were away. But Waterfire and Taylor Weiler have been able to close about 5-ish tenths on the lead cars. So that's quite interesting to see. But they're losing it just a little bit again. And they're gaining it and losing it. So it's just kind of a give and take. Whether they want to race each other for position or try to chase down the cars in front of them. I wonder what happened to Ghost Reaper, but he is all by himself. All by myself. As he runs in P6, just praying Dawson doesn't win this race, growing an even larger gap in the points lead. Let's go back to the front as they are getting a little bit racier. POG Black and Dawson are side by side, as Taze chooses to go with POG Black. Along the outside, POG Black clears Dawson to the inside. And now we're single file. Dawson and POG Black swerving, trying to get each other's draft, out of each other's draft, trying to look for a hole, an opening that just isn't there. Tazebot just sitting in third place, watching these two go to battle right now. Just happy to sit back, save fuel, save tires, and let these two have at it, hopefully cause a caution, giving him an easy race lead. So we're about 26 laps from the end of the fuel line. But will they pit sooner? I say they will, as they've been pitted sooner all night. POG Black was on those mediums. It's really interesting how they run about half a group to a group up off that white line. Not really taking like the bottom line or really even the top line that you would see in real life NASCAR. Which makes it kind of interesting, right? Because it just means these cars can move all over the place. Dawson thought about looking low, thought about looking high. There was no room to do really anything. But he left the door open momentarily for Taze. Taze was unable to capitalize. Dawson thinking his lucky stars for that one. PG Black goes high. Unintentionally, it looked like maybe a little bump from Dawson sent him up the track. But he'll get passed by Dawson and by Taze now. Taze looking to the inside of Dawson but gets the door shut. PG Black to the outside of Taze. Using the draft of Dawson to try to get the drop. Looks to the inside of Dawson. To the inside of Dawson at turn one. Clears him by the side of the corner. To the lead for PG Black once again. Two Chevys on the Toyota. Oh, excuse me, a Ford. In this lead pack. Yeah, you can hear it. I don't see it on the telemetry. Taze is exceeding fuel as much as he can. Just staying in contact of the lead two cars. He'll probably get a huge run here and I'll start lifting. Right? I went a little too long goes up the track. Lost a little bit of his own momentum. But he'll get some of the back on the front stretch. Probably going to lift a little bit. Again with the turn one. Just doing a little bit of a save. You can hear it, listen to it. Let's see if he does it again. Yeah. Every time I talk, he's doing it. Let's see if he does it in the turns 1 and 2 again. Listen for the left. Right there, right there. He gets almost completely off the gas. Just to save that little bit of fuel. It's not much, but every little bit you can save will be less time in the pits that you have to be. And that could just be enough to leap these two in the pits. If you can come down right on the back bumpers. This is like 170 mile per hour high speed game of chess. Everybody's thinking what their next move is, but they're also thinking what's the next move of their opponent and how are they going to counter that move. Coming up to some ramp traffic, I believe that is Punisher getting in the way of Black. Ghosted, but ghosted a little bit too late. Probably should have ghosted before we got there. Right to right Punisher on the butts. Another small lift, another big lift for Taze now. You can see just how powerful the track is. He's able to lift to get complete. I'm pretty sure again, coming out of the pits gets in the way of wheels. Like I was saying, you can feel that lifting from Taze. Because the track is so powerful, he's able to lift and not really lose any speed. Maybe like a tenth of a mile per hour, maybe two, maybe half a mile per hour. But nothing really major enough to make him lose the track. That's just how powerful this track is. He's probably running similar lap times to the leaders right now. They all did pit on the same lap, and assuming they all took the same amount of fuel, he has 26%, Dawson has 23%, and PLG Black, I assume is the race staff, yep, at 21%, as he has led more of this stint than the other two had, so he would have been running more fuel than everybody else. So I would have to assume if they all come down together like this, 3 wide now, Taze says it's time to go. Look out boys, I'm coming through. Dawson, a big loser by exchange, dropping to 3rd, but he'll be able to save some fuel. PLG Black still running the lead, looking on the outside of Taze. Dawson thought about going through right, but can't really get much momentum off the bottom of the car is ready for him. Hits the pits. Massive checkup for Taze. Taze wants to be back at the back of his pack. He got a couple laps ahead. Now he wants to be at the back of them. Save some more fuel. But we all are assuming we took the same amount of fuel, so like I said, that would be advantageous for Taze. There's about 113 laps to go. Coming to 112 to go. I would guess maybe one more stop, maybe two. It all kind of depends on strategy. One thing I wish is this game had more dynamic racing like just running that down in the middle of the road. On this track. I wish you'd be able to get rid of the line. Really run that high line right up against the wall so at the end the Larson line. Kyle Larson would have making that line famous. Running right up against the wall just like the dirt racers I mean. That's where it comes from is a dirt racing background. Tyler Reddick as well. Really likes to run that outside line. Get the nice speed coming up off the car. You just don't have to rotate your car quite as much. You don't have to brake as much, if at all. I mean, not like there's much braking anyway, but it's just overall you're carrying more speed. And it's not that much further way over onto the track, so Taze still with some massive lifts. Here late in the run. PLG Black on his PLG is showing 6 laps to go. Let's take a look at the field. 15% for Taze. Dawson with 12%. And PLG Black with 9%. So yeah, Taze can go much further than back if you really want to. And this could separate the race, right? This could really separate the cars come out in the everyone's skating cars too. Because if Days decides to stay out longer, he'll have fresher tires than he used to, and better fuel. If he puts with them, he'll be able to take less fuel, assuming they all fill up to 100%. He'll need less fuel, so he should be able to recall them. Could be very interesting what they decide to do. Persia Black will have to get me shortly. Taylor, Ryder, and Dubs in the pits. I believe also I missed it. Somebody else was in the pits. I believe it was Ryder maybe. Ghost Reaper and Nebo and Frosty also saying, it's time guys, it's time for some pits. So not quite to 100 laps to go yet, but I gotta believe that they're running to get as close as they can. With PLG Black, his ticker on his POV saying 3 laps to go until he needs to come. So I'll have to go just a little over 50 laps per stint. I have to imagine that is soft tire territory, not having to go a full field stint. 2 laps now for PLG Black. Dawson now in third versus Biller. And now he's trying to save some fuel, make up for that fuel. Okay, so PLG Black pits. PLG Black pits. Taze also pits. And Dawson stays out. So let's see where Dawson stays out or comes in relation to a PLG Black and Taze come out. Unless he chooses to pit here. I will turn 3 now as Black and Taze just exit their pit stops. They're exiting the pits right now as Dawson gets to the lead, or gets to the back, excuse me, and they have watched, they're ahead of Dawson. They have just come out, about half a straightaway ahead of Dawson. So my previous thing of losing up off, that was incorrect. Oh my goodness. Okay. Moving on. Dawson still staying up there with one of his special tires with 102 laps to go. How long can Dawson go on tires? Persia Black says, please go away. That's all LeBron does. Now I have to assume PLG Black and Dawson are going to make up time on Dawson the longer Dawson stays out. But here comes Dawson. So let's focus on Taze and PLG Black. See if the undercut actually pay off for them. They will have the draft of the Duke as well, so that could be useful in helping them make this undercut work as we are coming to 100 laps to go. Looks like it will be very close. Dawson on the pit exit road. He's going to be able to blend right with these guys, but they will have much more speed than he will. He will lose a ton of time. If he loses a second, he's going to just be outside of that drag, and I think he is. And outside LeBron also slowing him down just a little bit So staying out those extra couple laps has cost them about 1.5 seconds to the lead group. So now the lead group's even smaller now, at about 2 cars, with, however, some off traffic of XR LeBron and Punisher. I think that's Punisher. Yes, and looks like there's a caution for something. I'm not really quite sure what that caution is for, but everybody has slowed it down. This is huge for Dawson, as he was not in the lead pack anymore whatsoever. But this is huge for a lot of guys as well. Notably, Riley Stone, Dubs, and Boss Racer are all lapped down. We'll be able to get back on the lead lap. And so LeBron and West the Best will be able to get back to 2 laps down, and Punisher will be able to get to 3 laps down. So not quite as good for them, but we will have 13 cars on the lead lap, all bunched up and ready to go, as we were in the middle, or towards the end of this pit cycle, with less than 100 laps to go. You gotta remember, some people are gonna take hards right now and try to go to the end on hards and just take fuel at some point in this stint and try to leapfrog some guys. Or if they're gonna go mediums, or maybe they just don't pit. Because we have one guy, I think that's, no, not Boss Racer, Waterfire, on the inside. Looks like he is signaling he's gonna get some pits. Waterfire gets some pits, Hockey gets some pits, the Duke gets some pits, Frosted, Dubs, and Punisher all say, I am coming in to get some pets. POG Black, your current leader. Still looking for 2 in a row. What a couple of weeks it would be for him. 10 years to take his first win. Only 7 days to get his second. That would be crazy. Boss Racer now taking some pits after getting his lap back. Don't know if he'll be able to make it back out, but maybe. Punisher getting one of his laps back. If I were Boss Racer, I would have pitted, coming to the... Where is Boss Racer? He is moving, so he still has to beat these guys out of the pits. Let's see if he does. And he will beat them out of the pits as they double file this time by. So POG Black will be in command of this race, taking the top side. Somebody we haven't talked about in a while who also really needed that caution, Ghost Reaper. Also the Duke and Taylor. Also some guys that have been running up front. Boss Racer is in at the front straight now, about half a lap behind, as the rest of the field bunches back up. He should easily be able to catch as they go green. You can see him there just after turn 2 as they enter turn 3. If I were him, I would have slowed down just a little bit to try to catch them as they were coming to behind, so I could make a bunch of passes quite easily, but instead he just bunches back up. What a gentlemanly thing to do. We are all together 16 cars, 13 on the lead lap. Only 3 cars lap down on there. They're all 2 on the down. As we go green, POG Black puts a healthy lead over Hayes and Ghost Reaper. This really helps Ghost Reaper's chances over points as Dawson is now fourth. Dawson now losing a point to Ghost Reaper. If Ghost Reaper can get to the lead, that's a guaranteed 5 points regardless of where Dawson finishes it. He'll gain in the points, but Dawson says, no, not so fast. You are come to the inside. Let me just get to the inside of you and Taze. All in one. Might have given a little bit of back to Taze. Not sure, but it works out. Goes low, gets blocked by POG Black. Taze takes advantage, gets to the outside. And Ghost Trooper says, here, let me come with you, bud. Let's make this a race. Now, let's see. Another interesting story has been Boss Racer and Waterfire. They seem dominant to begin this race, both staying 1-2 right beside each other on the inside and outside, controlling the pace in those identical looking cars. The only difference being the roof and the number. That's the only difference between those 2 cars. Let's see if they can make their way back to the front. Waterfire is in 7th. Boss Racer is in 10th. Sorry about that. 40 and slip there. Now your championship rivals are at the lead of this train of cars. No longer there the championship leaders. They're always at the front. Taze says, hey, look at me. I'm a person too. POG Black on the outside now into P2. And Ghost Reaper just holding steady in first place. 91 laps to go here at the Homestead-Miami 500. That is a lot of miles. Technically 501 because, 334 laps instead of 333.3. But who's judging? 500 sounds better. Boss Racer and White up to 8th and 9th now. Not really able to get through this pack quite as quickly as they probably would have liked working together. Dawson doing everything he can fighting tooth and nail to get back towards Ghost Reaper to try to maintain or even increase his lead in the championship just a little bit. Dawson now falling back to 6th as there's a crash towards the back of the pack. I'm not sure who that was. It was What's the Best, Punisher, and Hockey all involved. As we head back to the front, something's wrong with the leaderboard as it says there's a 31-second gap between first and second. I respectfully disagree. But look who's at the front now. Boss Racer. Boss Racer being towards... We've talked about it numerous times. Was at the lead earlier with his friend. Fell back very slowly. They both slowly fell back. But he's made his way back up. And that is not good for the championship hopes of Dawson. As that's just one more car he's going to have to get around to make a run at Ghost Reaper later in this race. 3 wide for 3rd. Boss Racer, Taze, and I think that's Black. Yes, it is. Black now to the inside of Ghost Reaper to the lead, being pushed by Dawson. Boss Racer now loses out to Taze and Boss Racer and Dawson. This pack is getting a little more feisty with 85 to go. Boss Racer back to the point. Oh, no. His teammate Waterfire is still wired back in traffic in 9th place. What's the Dawson out to the lead momentarily. Ghost Sweeper pushing Boss Racer back out front, trying to get ahead of Dawson. Ghost Sweeper has a little bit of a wiggle, but Nate saves it, but that allows Dawson to get a little bit of a runaway. Here comes Royally Stone. One of his does that was a lap down before the suspension. Made a nice recovery up to second. Inside Boss Racer. Boss Racer getting that momentum off the top. What does he do with it? He can't really do anything, as Royally Stone is still there. Now Dawson, he was in the lead earlier, going up and down, blocking both lanes, like Dale Earnhardt Jr. And we're getting word that Brian Main's pit crew has finally diagnosed the mechanical issue. It was a right rear toe link. That should have been easy to solve, or easy to see, but they did not see, I guess. As they say, it's always the last place you look, isn't it? But that is unfortunate for him. Finding out like 150 laps after he exited the race what the root cause of it was. Now we got the Duke to the lead, being pushed by Royally Stoned. So this was a good pack of cars, but it's slowly starting to shrink. Wildfire is up to 6th place now, so he is slowly making his way. POG Black now, after leading much of his middle stint of the race, is back in 9th, wired in traffic. Everybody still's got good draft though. POG Black now looks to the inside on Nebo and makes the move. Really have somebody in front of him to pull him ahead, and he did. He is ahead of Nebo up into 8th. Dawson fighting tooth and nail with the Duke to get the lead, but Duke concedes and is now in the wake of Dawson. POG Black now up to 6th, getting past Wildfire and Taze. There on the inside, looking to the inside, Ghost Reaper for 5th, Not quite this time. Now that's the best is blocking Boss Racer from advancing his lap time. So that would be very frustrating for Boss Racer. Finally, 7th turn on Tails. PG Black getting along with Black Car West to Best. Right for the next one to try to get around to get to back this time. And the turn 1 2. Yay! Epic battle for the lead. Oh. Big crash. Who was involved in that? Royally stoned. Got messed up. I'm not sure who else was involved, but I think Royally stoned. By the way, stop free without damage as we go back to the lead pack. Guess who is our leader, Ghost Reaper, as we are under caution there with 39 plus 34 is 73? Somebody check my math. So we're under caution. For like the 6th time today. This will be close on fuel. This will be right on the edge of the fuel window. We'll see who comes and gets some pits and who stays out. I believe there will be some cars in the back that take some pits. Maybe everybody takes pits. It all just kind of depends. There will be some fuel saving to try and go the distance. So we will ride on board with PRG Black throughout this process. I think pits will be open this time as everybody's bunched up, and it looks like everybody except Dawson is coming to get some pits. Everybody except Dawson coming to get pits. I'm not sure how I like that, because even if everybody still has to pit, Dawson will need to take on more fuel than everybody else at this point. Now it's a race off pit road. It's Ghost Reaper, then PRG Black, then Boss Racer, Taze, Waterfire, Debo, the Duke, Dubs, Taylor, Royally Stoned, Frosted, Hockey, LeBron, West to Best, and Punisher. 72 laps is what it says for PRG Black. That is right on the number. Gotta wonder if Dawson regrets not pitting. Or maybe he's pitting this time. Try to get that extra lap of fuel. Because track position doesn't really matter. You can fight your way up through the pack. And he is not pitting. But in fact, double filing So once they go green, we will take a short break and we will be back for the conclusion of this race. Once they take the green flag, I will take a short break. So we got a couple cars leaving the pits right now, getting laps back, etc., etc. Trying to catch the pack before we go green. I'm not sure who that is. That is back. Here's Punisher. Still 4 laps down. He should be able to catch the pack. But not much really for him to gain late in this one. Ghost Reaper and Dawson, your points rivals. On the front row for this restart. Looks like Boss Racer, one of the best cars early in this race, will be P4. P6. So they should work together. Dawson jumps to an early lead, but has a lot less fuel than everybody else. He's probably banking on another caution, whereas everybody else is just going to be on that fuel save strategy. They look to be too good right now, but not sure. Let's take one quick look at PLG Black's fuel, and then I'll take my break. We're going to give it an opportunity to recalculate properly. Going 60 miles an hour messes up a little bit, but Ghost Reaper and Dawson still side by side. Look at these 3 line. It's Boss Racer on the outside by himself there. Rips the top a little bit like Larson. Should have the momentum. Yeah, okay, so as recalculated for Black, it says he has a very nice 69 laps of fuel. So he should be able to make it along with everybody else competing. So, now it says 67. Ooh, this could be close. Now it says 66. So it still hasn't completely recalibrated. As we have 36. Yeah, we're short. We're going to be short. We're going to be a couple laps short. We have 66 to go. And it's calibrated. It now says 63 laps. So it should be, yeah, maybe it's 62. So Dawson will be all by himself on his strategy. Had to do something different. But let's see how much fuel Ghost Reaper has 91%. And let's compare that to PRG Black, who has, okay, so you'll factor in the time taken to change between drivers, about the same amount of fuel. We're going to be trying to save a lot, whereas Dawson has basically half that amount of fuel. So Dawson will have to pit 1000%. Everybody else also, but they're going to be able to take so much less fuel than him that he's going to lose multiple seconds, I have to imagine. Multiple seconds. PRG Black to the outside. PRG Black not known to do any lifting and posting. He wants to lead these races. Gets hit by Daze a little bit, gets loose. Up the track he goes into the wall, but he's okay. Loses some spots, but he's good, he's chilling. He might lose the draft here. Gets a little shot from Punisher there. About 6-7 times off that back in front of him. That's just about where you start to lose that draft, and now he's really flirting with it. 8 tenths back, yeah, he's lost the draft. So now it's saying he only has 52 laps left to fill. Ooh, maybe less grid than I initially anticipated. I do not think anybody will be able to like her or play to the end of this race. Even if they do, they'll have to like her so much that they will lose all their time that they gained, and it'd be faster just to pit at that point. I will take my break now, and I will come back for the rest of this race momentarily. And I am back from my break. Not much has been going on at the front, aside from the epic battle between Boss Racer Dawson and Ghost Reaper. Here comes Waterfire now. Look at that, Waterfire and Boss Racer back at the front like they were early in this race. Let's see if they can get to the lead 2 spots and then work together again to keep everybody behind them. Let's see. So the pack begins to thin out just a little bit. POG Black now back in the traffic in about 10th place. Just outside of the drop to where we stand. Boss Racer looking to the outside of Dawson and Ghost. No such luck. A little too much speed, just gonna give a bump to Ghost Reaper down the backstretch. Into turn 3, it is still too wide. And look who's there in 5th place, it is Taylor Weiler, having been laps down at multiple points throughout this race. Look at that, Boss Racer gets to the outside of Dawson, so he's slowly making progress. Now he gets to the outside of Ghost Reaper. He's making his progress. Now if he can just get his teammate to go with him, they might be able to get control of this race once again. Three wide for the lead. The 2 championship contenders, Dawson and Ghost Reaper, and Boss Racer. And Taylor Weiler has something to say about it. He says, guys, I want to win this race too. You can tell the laps are starting to wind down as they are getting much, much racier here the later this goes on. It was easy for those 2 Toyota Chumba casino cars to get one car towards the front, but it's hard to get them both to the front as they run P3, P4 right now once again. They've got 2 cars to get by, and those are championship contenders. They will not be easy to pass. Waterfire looks to the inside of Dawson and Ghost Reaper. Waterfire and Boss Racer go 3 wide on Dawson and get him pushed back, so they're now P2 and P3. They're making their way back up there, working together like a unit, an absolute unit. And they made it work successfully. They got one of their cars back to the lead. Let's see if they can get their other car to the lead. And then they just run beside each other the rest of this race. It's going to take a little bit of doing, as Ghost Reaper is not an easy pass. Neither was Dawson. I took him a dozen laps or so to get that pass. Expect to take just as long on Ghost Reaper. Just kidding, now they go 3 wide. Might be a strategic move to get Ghost Reaper up and out of the way, and I believe it is. But is it going to work? I'm not sure if it's going to work. It does work. Okay, see, but no. Ghost Reaper wants to get back by, but just can't wait. But now, Waterfire needs to get back inside Ghost Reaper to be able to maintain that running position that those 2 have had. Man, these 2 have had, they've seen every position in the field tonight. They've seen P1, P2, they've seen dead last, second to dead last. They've been up and down this order. But Ghost Reaper fights back on the outside with Taze. I don't think they're going to be able to control this race like they once did as the pace picks up. Alright. Let's take a look at PPRL Black's fuel. Still says 33, it says 33 laps. now to go. So he, nope, game went right, but we're going to Sean. He will have to pit, I believe. So will pretty much everybody else the rest of this race. As I saw LeBron says, you know what, guys? That's enough for me. I can't. I think it was his engine that was saying expired. He was able to make it into the garage area without a caution. Look at that, 3 wide once again at the front of the pack. The 2 Chumba Casino cars and Ghost Reaper 3 wide. Ghost Reaper with Hydro for 3 wide on the outside. It is going to be very hard. Boswell tries to clear himself up into Ghost Reaper's way, but just can't quite, opening the door for Taze and Weiler to both come through on him. Dawson knows this sprint now is not his fight, as he will have to pit. He will have to pit soon. Let's actually take a look at Dawson's fuel situation. Looks like he is got about 6 laps to go, roughly. Roughly, I should say. He's in ninth place. About a second off. 1.2, so that's even more time he just naturally lost. As he's in the pits, he, Black, and Frosty are all in the pits. I actually want to see if Black, needing less fuel, can catch Dawson in the pits. Needing less fuel might be what Black needs to at least race with somebody. And yes, he beats Dawson out of the pits, even being far behind. Frosty even beats him out of the pits. So we'll see what race like that later. We're just now coming off of pit road and through the access road in turns 1 and 2. They will lose a lap to the leaders. Yes, PLG Black as well will lose his lap. But he knows this right now is not his fight. He now needs to work with Dawson and Frost to try to gain any time they lost in the pits. But Duke and Weiler now are the 2 in the lead positions. But Boss Razor still having something to say about it. Boss Racer to the outside of Taylor Weiler. Alpha turn 4. Coming to lap 300 next time, and currently 36 laps to go in this one. POG Black has moving up here now. Looks like he took close to full, maybe about 75%, just to be safe on fuel. But that will slow him down just a little bit. We got more pit stops. Big crash with pit stops. Big, huge crash. We have a bunch of cars backwards. Looks like the Duke, Weiler, oof, I'm hitting those. the Duke, Ryler, and it looks like Taze maybe? Bunch of cars with damage. Bunch of cars with problems. That's gonna shrink this pack. That's gonna be great for those cars that pay. Ghost Rider will be the only one to take the access road, whereas everybody else does not. Wonder what the ruling on that is going to be. Ghost does stay in the draft, it looks like, so he should be okay. Boss Racer now put in. Looks like he's backing up. Not really sure what that was all about, but he's like damage, okay. So he was the only one involved in that issue. Looks like we're under caution for those shenanigans. So it looks like everybody will be equal fuel, equal tires, equal everything for the last 30-something laps of this race. Looks like there's going to be a lot of mixed strategy. POG Black coming in to fit some fresh softs onto this number 9 car. The Duke should get his lap back, I assume. Rust the Bus should get a lap back. Punisher should get a lap back. Hey. Ooh, let's see. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. Appreciate the follow. Tails, it says, is leading this pack, but he's in 12th. Okay. So I wonder if he just hasn't got his lap back, or what the deal is there. He's pitting now. You're bad at ovals, that's okay. That is A-okay, Richie. I'm not very good here, I'm just kidding. I'm not great myself, so. That's why I'm in the commentary booth, and I'm not down on the track, right? Coming to 30 laps to go, by the way. Everybody's got fuel, everybody's got tires. I think they're gonna wait an extra lap just to make sure everybody can catch back up. Rust the Bus the lap down in the pits. Punisher getting a lap back. Taze will be getting a lap back. So Taze will be back on the lead lap. Taze will also have warmer tires, so he'll be able to take off beautifully. Worst part about this caution is, we don't really need to save fuel anymore, so they're basically just crawling around, just waiting to get the signal to go double file. And there it is, they're double file now, as the rest of the field slowly catches back up. We're going green. This time by with Waterfire Your leader, Riley, started second. Ghost Reaper, Black, Frosted, Dawson, Nebo, Boss Racer, Dubs, and Hockey make up your top 10. With the Duke, Taylor Riley, Hayes, Wes, and Punisher rounding out the rest of his field. Outside LeBron had an engine expire on him, and Lion Man had a broken tail link that they just were unable to fix or even identify for a very long time. As we were about to go green, here momentarily. Here we go there. Green flag racing. Once again. Waterfire in the lead. Wishes he had his teammate of Boss Racer, but Boss Racer is in 7th place. Probably our three of the most dominant drivers today. Ghost Reaper, Dawson, and Waterfire. Also appears in Black Green pretty dominant. Royally Stone led some laps. Pretty sure mostly everybody has led laps at some point in this race. I don't think. Maybe Nebo, Hockey haven't. Frosted might not have. Dubs might not have. Wes, I'm pretty sure. I think are the only ones who haven't led laps definitively. Ghost Reaper and Dawson fighting for the lead now. And hey, look at who's there. It is Boss Racer and Waterfire. P3, P4. But teammates going after the championship contenders. Let's see what they can do. Each pushing one inside and outside. Boss Racer looks 3 wide outside, looking for a clean air on the front of his Toyota Camry. Gets to the inside, makes it 3 wide. Let's see if his teammate was with him. His teammate is not. His teammate does not go with him. They are now separated by Dawson and Ghost Reaper. And they're 3 wide again, with Boss Racer in the middle. And this time it's Ghost Reaper who falls to 4th. So now it's the two teammates that are going to have a crack at Dawson. This is exciting racing, guys. And we're going to put Dawson 3 wide. They do not want to let those two unpredictably, for the first time in about 250 laps, something like that. These two are back to the point. P1, P2, but can now control this race, if they so choose. They only got to do it for another 24 laps. Dawson forces his way though, below Boss Racer, gets in the way of Waterfire, so he breaks them up and gets the lead. Ghost Reaper now to find a way to pass 4 cars to get back to Dawson in the win to help close the championship gap. Can't count out anybody in the back though either. Look at that. PRG Black down 6th. Nebo in 7th, Tyler in 8th, and the Duke in 9th. All still have a chance to win this race, as there could be a big one at any moment. Coming up after the race, we will have their top 3 finishers get interviews. See what their thoughts of the races were. what the race was, and just how we got to where we finished. These drivers had a 1 hour practice session before tonight's race, so they have been on the track for about 4.5 hours almost at this point. Boss Racer makes a crazy dive to the inside to take Taze and Ghost Reaper 3 wide. You can see the aggression picking up as the Duke bumps Black out of the way, and Black falls to ninth. Ghost Reaper now in easy command of this race, with Taze right behind. Taze to the inside now of Ghost Reaper. The Duke hits the wall. He slows crazily. He'll probably lose the draft here momentarily. Ghost Reaper takes Taze and Ghost Reaper 3 wide. Black 3 wide on the outside of Waterfire and Taylor. Makes the move work. Now he's outside of Dawson and Waterfire. Almost 3 wide again, not quite. Closing in on 15 laps to go now. Persia Black in 7th. Three wide from the lead again. Well, never mind, it was for a moment. Dawson top right over, but loses out. And he's now 3 wide for 4th place. With Black and Boss Racer. Black on the way outside. Gets the better end of the deal there. Now it's back to 2 wide. Persia Black dives to the inside of Taze. Makes the elevator move top to bottom. A little bit of contact, losing momentum for both of them. So now it's just Ghost and with Duke with a teeny gap to Dawson. Not quite enough to pull out of a drop though, as Black is once again shuffled to the back. Only a few laps before caution cutoff, I believe 3 laps to be precise. Until caution cutoff, that's when no more cautions will be allowed, and it will be a straight dogfight to a finish. 3 wide again at the front. Ghost Reaper with Duke and Dawson. You could throw a blanket over these guys. Include Taze in that battle. Weiler. Boss Racer, Wildfire. Persia Black. All still in contention for this race. Nebo Hockey Dogs. Wildfire Royal Stone. Too far back to to be factors in the race now. What's the best still lap down and Punisher? Multiple laps down. Purely Black pushing Taylor Weiler into turn 3. Look to the inside, nothing doing. They're in a diamond formation momentarily with Duke, Taze, Dawson, and Ghost Reaper. Now it's 3 wide with Duke, Taze, and Ghost Reaper. Now they settle it, decide just Taze and Duke. And Duke goes a little bit high, almost touches, but that opens the door for Dawson to make it 3 wide. Dawson 3 wide on the inside of Ghost Reaper with Duke. Ouch! The Duke goes high again, might have touched Ghost Reaper, not sure, but Ghost Reaper with good momentum off the top. Ghost Reaper makes the Duke makes the elevator move to the inside. Blasters are not putting up momentum to make it 4 wide. The Duke the Duke Tay, is that 4 wide? That might have been 4 wide momentarily. Not quite sure. And it is caution cutoff, and there is a crash. I believe that was POG Black. POG Black will not go back to back this week. I would call you caution. It looks like they're calling a caution for that. Even though it was caution cutoff, they've decided to throw the caution. So POG Black got saved, luckily for him. Holy cow, guys. Holy cow. We can have less than 10 laps remaining. I wonder if Black will be allowed to this lap back or not. Because he probably will lose a lap here, if we're being honest. Here comes Taze now. You can see POG Black in the pits. We got some takers, Frosted Brass, Riley, Stone, also takers. And yes, Black will lose a lap. Black has gone a lap down. West the Best calling it. He's had enough of this race. So West the Best no longer able to continue. We're getting word that it was just a splitter issue, just not making the right amount of downforce. It just kept getting too tight. And they're gonna double file really quickly. Get as many laps as they can. POG Black is racing to get his lap back. POG Black. They're gonna slow down as much as they can to try to let Black and Dubs catch back up. Punisher now only 1 lap down. Unfortunate there's no more cautions. He likely will not get that lap back. Looks like everybody will catch back up. We're gonna go green this time. 7 laps to go here in Miami. We are green once again. Ghost Reaper to the lead, Taze in second. Duke third, Taylor fourth. Dawson on a great restart, back to 5th. Let's see what POG Black can do. See if he can make moves. Taze Black looks to the inside of Ghost Reaper as we come to 6 laps to go. Black didn't make up any spots that time. Let's see, what can he do? With just 6 laps to go, it would take a miracle to go from 13th to the lead in just 6 laps. Does he have it in him? He's getting aggressive, he's making moves. He's up to 11th now. Make it 9th, he's up to 9th. Dawson back to 8th now. Not looking like he'll get to win tonight. after a very strong performance. But still battled back and ninth. Three wide with 4 laps to go. Taze, Ghost Reaper, and Bass. Okay. Does say Ghost Racer, not Bass Racer. My bad, does. It's late for me. Again, stay tuned for post-race interviews with the top 3 and yearboat thoughts on tonight's action from Homestead. PRG Black up to 7th now. Gonna have to get aggressive if he wants to go 2 straight. Black up to 6th. Coming to 2 to go. PG Black, third on the inside there. Does he have anything for the front runners? Gets shuffled to the middle. Taze has been on the inside of Ghost Reaper this entire run, just can't quite get enough to get past him. This is the final lap. Holy shit, it's gonna be close. Taze gets an edge on Ghost Reaper, but Ghost Reaper has momentum. They touch! Big momentum, Dawson, way to the inside, 4 wide. Boss Racer versus the Duke, Ghost Reaper in 3rd. 3 wide at the line. Who has the momentum? It's Boss Racer with Duke and Ghost Reaper at the line. PG Black comes 4th. Dawson comes 5th. And they wreck after the line. Wow. The Duke just getting carried by the field. He didn't win this race. Are they aware of that? I don't think the AI is. Good show, everybody. As I wait for Punisher to finish his lap. Oh shit. My mouse stopped working. My mouse stopped working. My mouse stopped working. Mom! My mouse stopped working. No, you're top 3, everybody. Great race. Okay, we will see if we can get the top 3 to join the broadcast booth for post-race interviews here shortly. I don't know if anybody will join. Maybe, maybe not. I'll give them 2 minutes. If nobody joins, we will just end the stream now. It was a great race. Happy for Boss Racer. Everybody that was involved in the race. And Ghost Reaper close the gap. Ghost Reaper, how was that?
Roller coaster of emotions right there, honestly. Was very, very confident killing out of one on the last lap. And then I really don't even know what happened between Taze and whatever happened with his situation. But as soon as he came up into me, lost all my speed and momentum and dropped back down. I thought I might have had another chance to get around to get maybe at least second, but Duke blocked a little bit and pushed me a little bit further down at the line and just couldn't do anything after that.
Yeah, it was an epic finish. You did gain points on your championship rival. So how's that with 3 races left? I believe the gap is 9.
That's even more stressful, man. I think Road America, and then what is the last race? It's Road America then.
We have Road America, Indy, and then Sunset.
Sunset. Yeah, Road America and Sunset will probably be the two that I gain a little bit more on them, but it's gonna be very, very close. I don't know.
Yeah, well, we look forward to seeing your championship fight with Dawson as the season winds down. Thank you and great race. So Duke, how was that? Finishing P2.
Finishing in P2 again is nice, but I mean, there's at least one driver in particular I really got problems with. Let's put it that way. But no, I mean, it feels good to finish in P2. Boss at the end coming up, grabbing it whenever I wiggled and wobbled. I mean, that's just how racing goes.
Yeah, it was a close race. You had some laps throughout. Did you ever feel like, you weren't going to win the race? Or you were going to win the race? You take me through that.
Coming around the last 2 corners, it felt like I had a really good run, and then whenever earlier in that lap, whenever everybody kind of split, I just went down the middle, kind of like I did the other race that I got second place. I just split them right down the middle, kept the draft slingshotted up through there, and just tried to keep my nose clean the best I could. Ghost came down after the race. We kind of talked a little bit, and he was actually trying to help push me up to the front, which would have been awesome, but things didn't quite work out the way we planned it. So,
Yeah, like you said, second once again. How do you feel about your chances going into these last 3 races to get a win? You got Road America East, Indy, and Sunset.
Sunset and is Indy Oval, or I gotta look at the schedule again.
Oval, yes.
See, last time at Indy Oval, that's where I got my second place. So I'm looking at trying to get first at Indy, if at all possible. Boss here, with the way he's been racing, is going to be making that very difficult, though.
Yeah, thank you, and good luck on the rest of your season. Boss Racer, the man of the hour. Take me through those last few laps and what you were thinking.
Man, after the last caution, got caught up with Jody. Had to come down pit road. I thought I was out of it, but then I said, you know what? Let's just take tires, put fresh tires out there. That's going to give us a little bit more grip going into these corners. And it's just been a fight. Had a really good restart. Was able to go 4 wide before we got to turn 1 and gain a few spots there. And then it was just attrition after that, man. Hard racing, a lot of side drafting, pushing. The real MVP, though, is Water, my teammate Water from Chumba. He really helped a lot with the pushing and the side drafting. And with his work and our strategy, we were just able to execute and come out with a win for the team.
Yeah, I noticed early in that race, especially, it looked like you two really had a grip on the field. You were running side by side, kind of controlling the pace. Was that the plan all along? Or did it just kind of happen to work out that way? Or,
Actually, it was a hybrid plan, if you will. I had the pit strategy. I knew this race it was really going to be close on fuel and tires. It didn't make sense to run long on soft or medium or hard or medium tires, just for the lack of mechanical grip anyway in the corners. And then Water, his idea was control both lanes and was able to do that. He had the bottom on lock. I had the middle and the top, and it just worked out. I think we led the most laps as a team, and we probably led the most laps, first and second in the lap count. I'm not 100% sure, but we was competitive.
Yeah, you two really, you were able to control the lanes. You got back towards the middle and back of the pack, both of you did. Kind of in that middle stage of the race. Were you ever worried that you weren't going to be able to make it back to the lead once you fell back?
Yeah, after that longest green flag run, man, I thought I was out of it. I thought I was 2 laps down, 3 laps down. But strategy, I short pitted. I didn't pack the car full of fuel. I short pitted on gas, and right when the number hit zero, caution came out, and I was able to get the free pass. So just by staying out, I went from 3 laps down to 1. And then when the free pass came with the caution, that was all I needed to execute. And I was in it to win it since then.
Yeah, well, congratulations on the big win tonight at Homestead, and good luck on the rest of your season.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
Yo,
That's
boss, we gotta talk after this, by the way.
that's been Homestead-Miami PPRL NASCAR action from Homestead-Miami. I'm your host, Savage Speeder, and for our house runner, Adam, good night. See you next week at Road America, the square layout.